Senator Jeff Merkley among the first to sound off today, tweeting, AG Barr's summary is grossly insufficient. Congress and the public need to see the full Mueller report immediately. Congressman Earl Blumenauer echoed his sentiment, tweeting, a 4-page summary by a Trump appointee does not properly reflect 2 years of work by Mueller's team. America deserves to see it all now. Senator Ron Wyden also wants the full report to be released. He tweeted, any effort to hide the special counsel's work from the American people will reek of a cover-up, adding, if Mueller did present arguments and evidence for why the President of the United States obstructed justice, they need to be made public now. Others, though, say the findings should be sufficient. Congressman Greg Walden sent us a statement that starts by thanking Mueller for conducting the investigation. It goes on to say, his exhaustive work makes clear that President Trump and his campaign did not collude with the Russians, period. He continues, now those who promoted this conspiratorial theory should accept the facts of Mr. Mueller's findings. Well, for much more on the Mueller report and more on what several political leaders are saying about it, head to our website, kgw.com. Back to you.
All right, Lindsay, thank you so much.